The first and possibly only debate between the top three Democratic candidates vying for a U.S. Senate seat happened today in downtown Austin. The Texas AFL-CIO hosted State Representative Carl Sherman, Congressman Colin Allred, and State Senator Roland Gutierrez. They're running for a chance to face U.S. Senator Ted Cruz in November. KVUE's Kelsey Sanchez was at today's debate. She joins us now in the studio to break down what sets these candidates apart. Kelsey?
Good evening, Brian. The primary election is inching closer, and all three of these candidates took the stage to convince Texans why the Republican seat needs to be flipped and how they will do it.
No amount of hand-holding with Republicans is going to get this done.
We have to make sure that we actually beat Ted Cruz in this election.
We need a representative who is going to fight for all Texans.
Three Democratic candidates vying to spur change in the Lone Star State and within Congress if nominated.
This is a critical race for our future.
Hot topics such as immigration, abortion, and gun violence at the center of the first debate among these candidates, hoping to knock Republican incumbent Ted Cruz out of his seat. Colin Allred, Roland Gutierrez, and Carl Sherman agreeing there is a crisis at the border that needs to be properly addressed. However, Gutierrez calling Allred out for a recent resolution signed by the House.
The congressman signed a resolution last week with him and 14 Democrats, and I don't call that bipartisanship, throwing our president under the bus, saying that he was an open borders president.
To which Allred responded,
It was a tough vote for me. It was a vote that I saw as being about whether or not you stood for the status quo or not.
When it comes to abortion access, the trio agreed to codifying Roe v. Wade.
We'll make sure that we restore this right to Texas women at the federal level. It's the only way we can do it, and when I'm in the Senate, we will.
I will work to fight to restore the right for women to have choice.
Recently, the Department of Justice released a scathing report detailing what they called the, quote, cascading failures of the response at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, where 19 children and 2 teachers were killed. A tragedy Gutierrez has based his entire campaign on.
I don't know that we're going to show them those pictures of those dead kids that we've seen, but every cowardly Washington politician should be made and forced to look at that little girl with no face and every other dead kid in this nation.
Gutierrez vowing to work to have a ban on assault weapons. Allred pointing to the passing of the Safer Communities Act.
But we can't stop there. We have to build on it.
Meanwhile, Representative Sherman highlighted the number of deaths by firearms and agreeing that more needs to be done.
What will stop a bad guy with a gun is sensible, pragmatic legislators who have the courage to fight against special interests.
Cruz is seeking a third term in the Senate. The primary election kicks off March 5th. Live in the studio, I'm Kelsey Sanchez, KVUE News.